Good morning to everyone. Hello, hello. All right, I've got to make some adjustments here. I just made a mess while I was trying to set up, and so I need to clean that up. Just give me one sec. I made myself a coffee, and we have a fridge downstairs for extra stuff that doesn't quite fit upstairs because with this many people in the house, you can't fit everything in the fridge. And I came downstairs to get my coffee creamer to put it in my coffee, and when I opened it, I spilt it. I have never seen a coffee creamer this full. Like, it is overfilling. We've just got it. Luckily, it all kind of went on the floor and a little bit of my hair. All right, so, oh my goodness. I have never seen a container this full. Like, look at that. It is right up to the top. There's no wiggle room. Got our money's worth on this one, that's for sure. The minute you pick up the bottle, it squeezes up. Gotta give it a shake though. There was no room to even shake it. All right, so today we're not going to be making sympathy cards again. It's just that I've used this model a few times for sympathy cards. What I'm planning to do is making a bunch of cards ahead of time so that if I need a card for a birthday, for a thank you card, a sympathy card, a just because card, I've got some ready to go so that I just have to either stamp them out or just grab an envelope and put them in. So I'm just going to run to the fridge to put this creamer away. 1 second. And we are going to get started. So this morning I was running a little bit late. I wanted to start stream about 15 minutes. Oh goodness, now we're looking at 30 minutes ago. So not everything is fully prepped and ready to go here. That's okay, because I'd rather get started and get some stuff done with you guys here than to have to spend an hour prepping up and then missing out on everything. So I've got some patterns here. I've organized, I get these at the dollar store. They're just little 6x6 pads. And I've organized them all out in here. I've got them all in this little bin, and they're numbered for, you can't see here, I'll grab this one here. So pad number 6. So what I've done here is taken the top sheet of each pad, which always has like a sample of the papers in the pad, and then I numbered it. So this would be, I'll find these patterns in section number 1, and this one tells me that it's got glitter on it. So I think this would be fun if I made up a couple of little birthday batch cards for if the kids have a birthday party to go to, or if it's a colleague's birthday or something that I've got them on hand. Simple cards for, I really like to personalize my cards for, like the really people that are really close to me, but this could be fun to have some on hand. So I'm going to keep this close. I think we're going to go with some of this. These could be really cute thank you cards. And again, these have glitter. These ones, if I'm not mistaken, let me just check. Yeah, they're more of a cardstock. So I don't know that they're going to work for these projects that I have in mind. Yes, they will, because I got to rip the solid colors, not the pattern colors. So these could be really nice thank you cards. This can be fun. Oh, I'm going to have a hard time choosing. I really am. So I don't think I'm going to do this right now. So this one here, I only have one of these sheets left because that's the one you see in the top sympathy card pattern there. So I use this one. I'm not going to do that. If I've got this as a pastel-y type fun thing, I think we're going to try to get a couple of different styles here. I don't know how many we're going to be able to make. I only have about 45 minutes left before I have to go to work. I made this one, so actually I only have one of these, maybe none of these left. Let's mark that out because that bottom sympathy card is this. Because I'd hate to like look at a pattern and go, oh, I want to make that, and then I'm looking and I don't even have it. So I found with the chevrons, well, they're not really chevrons. This would be more of a chevron. Well, I guess those are chevrons. But it was tough because to make this strip line up, I actually used most of the paper because when I cut it the first time with the size it just wasn't centered with the pattern and it kind of looks silly. So these types of chevron patterns might be a little more difficult to cut into strips. So this could be a cute card. Okay, we're going to skip that one. I would love to do some vintage looking ones, but I think I'm going to leave these for another time. Maybe we'll just stick with, let me just see which ones I like best. Ooh, I really like I'm right into the vintage right now. These could be fun. These could be fun. Ooh, these are like, make me think of the 70s. Okay, there are so many good ones in here. Oh, and then if you look, so one of two, that means that I have two of these packs. Oh, I didn't look at this one. I skipped that one. It's stuck together. That could be fun too. Goodness, too many choices. I'm not good with choices. Ask my mom. I'm not good with choices. Let's do this. No. Okay. So we're definitely going to do some birthday ones. You know what? Let's stick to some birthday ones for now because I really don't know how many we're going to be able to get done. We'll stick with some birthday ones and then I will make some more another time with other ones with like thank you in mind and sympathy and thinking of you and get well soon and all that kind of stuff. Okay, so let's get the birthday pack out here. Put this away. Grab this entire pack. Oh, look at this. That was in that other one I put away. It makes such a difference when it's a huge sheet. And these are like, they're foiled. So they're gold. Okay. So let's do cupcakes. Those are pretty obviously birthdays. And there's quite a few colors. And let's do balloons. Those actually, I don't think will look like balloons once I cut them down. Okay, so we're going to do cupcakes. And maybe that. Let's do those. I don't think I'll get to getting all of these cards done. Okay, so that's number 1. That's put away. I'm going to put this away. And we're going to get rid of the paper because we need room for other things. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do here, first thing I'm going to do is take a sip of this coffee. And, sorry for that sippy noise. I just thought I had forgot to unmute. Okay, so what we have to do is we have to cut these down into 1 inch by 5.5 inches. So these are 6 by 6. So we're going to get 6 from each. And I don't know, I think I'll just do 3 of each. I'll keep the rest of the paper for something else. So we're going to cut them down into 1 inch strips. And this is, like I said, this is made for, or the pattern, the idea of the pattern is to have it paper, but this is cardstock that's quite thick. So there's 1. 2. Yep. And 3. Perfect. Cut them right. And then we've got this little 3-inch strip, or should be about 3 inches. See? Yeah, see, they say 6 by 6, but it's not exactly 6 by 6, I bet. It's a little smaller than 3 inches. And this one. So 1. 2. I'm hoping this will get me a little bit motivated too. Yesterday I was so blah. I just couldn't get into work I mean, I got to work. I went to work, but couldn't get into doing my work yesterday. It was just a non-motivating kind of day. So we're still going to need this. So now what we need to do is look for some paper that will complement this stuff, these colors. So I think we're going to go with a purple. So let's write this down so that I only make one trip to the paper stash. Okay, let's not write on that one because I want to keep that one. Okay, so we're going to need like a mauve. And then like a teal. Hopefully that's the teal that I have is going to match that. And maybe a yellow. I think that could be fun. Oh, why not grab an orange too? And then we'll see which one we like best. And I might even have that salmon-y ready thing. Okay, so there's for that one. And then the mauve or purple can do the same. The teal, the yellow, the orange. And that reddy, salmon-y. It's more of a coral actually. But I don't think I have coral color. Okay. So I am going to, I can see in that stack of paper that I have over there, I can see that I have some yellow, some violet. Okay. You know, having a small workspace sometimes is not ideal because you've got to like stack everything into and behind things. And I'm going to bring this over with me. I'm going to leave you guys for 2 seconds while I get paper. Couldn't really choose these papers until we chose the patterns. So here, I'll leave you guys to look at these while I get the cardstock with this. Sorry about the noise. Making noise this morning. Lots of noise this morning. Okay, so there's an orange. Yellow. Ooh, green. Green. And my lighting is bad down. Blue. All right, and 2 purples to choose from. There we go. All right, so if I do like only purple, would this be too pale? And this would be too purpley. I don't think this is the right purple at all. Yeah, no. So this one could work. Yeah, let's get rid of this one. The blue could work. Blue's a cute blue. Yellow. Do we want to go bright? Not caring for the orange very much. But I don't mind this yellow. But orange for that. That's too bright. Nothing's popping. That's what I tend to do, is I choose something where it ends up being really subtle and it just doesn't pop. I've really got to work on my color choices. So I think I try to stay in the same colors, and that's just not always good. The blue could be cute. Okay, let's go with a blue. A blue for each. A yellow for each. And a purple for each. Oh, I didn't try the green, did I? That green's really bright. That's very bright. Okay, we've decided no turning back now. Oh, that's right. It's Wednesday. For some reason, I have an alarm that goes at 7 o'clock on every Wednesday morning. I have no idea why. Excuse me. Okay, so now we have some more cutting to do. We have to cut down some strips to put behind these. And these have to be cut down too. So these ones need to be cut at 2 1/8. So 2, and then we were talking about inches and stuff, and I do work in centimeters, but for the most part, crafting stuff just tends to be in inches. So this thicker line would be the half, which is easy, and then you cut half in 2 is a quarter. So that line right there is the 1/8 for when we were discussing about the different measurements, which are kind of confusing. So, all right. So there's one strip that we're going to cut in half for the violet. Here's another strip, and we're going to cut in half. So we're going to have 2 of them again. And one more. And I got a text that came in that I'm going to check. Because this is 7 o'clock is the time that my kids start getting up. The oldest kids. There we go. All right. And here we are with these strips. We're going to cut them down. And we need to cut them down to 5.5. Oh, I cut these wrong. Okay. Well, we've wasted a bunch of paper, but that's okay. That's fine. I was supposed to cut them lengthwise so that I could cut them in half and get 2. Silly me. But this trimmer actually doesn't do lengthwise, so it's all fine. Okay, so 5.5. I don't think we're going to have time to make much more than 3 anyway, so that's okay. 5.5. 5.5. So we've got these that we can use for another project. Not a big deal. Now comes the fun part. I'm going to cut these down to 5.5 right now too, since I've got the trimmer out. Yeah. Just trying to see if I would want to cut up here instead. Yeah, I'm in slow motion today. My goodness. Or at least I feel like I am. Five and a half. And again, cut that end off. 5.5. All right, so the fun part with this is going to be this part, which these are going to be the backgrounds that go behind these strips here. So this is going to go on here. But before we do that, we get to just sit here and rip. So you start off at the top and you've got quite a bit of wiggle room. Like you only want you only need about that much hanging off the edge minimum. So you've got like most of this that you can play with for ripping. So you can take a nice good chunk off the edge here. And depending on how you rip, if you rip towards you, it shows one thing, and if you rip away from you, it shows another. So I just start it. I can start it. And just rip fairly straight. This is a relaxing part of crafts. And what I did when I made these ones, I'm pointing at my screen, you can't see. When I made those ones up on the screen, I actually didn't cut everything down to size. I actually left them longer, and I only made one card at a time. So Then I was able to be choosy and cut like sections off, because you see how here, how it like goes out and here again. But that's okay, you can just play with it. The tutorial on how to make this, where I got it, she pre-cut everything, and she made like 24 cards at the same time. So everything was just cut and ready to go. And you're going to see here, I'm going to do this, and then we're going to try that panel on top, and we may actually want to take more off. That might be a little too thick to put on the card. This is not folded, but I should use this as a piece. Okay, so this is the exact size of my cards, so that might be a little too thick along the edge there, because we've still got to cut out our sentiment here. I think I'm going to take a little more off of one side, a touch more. And I tell you, these nails of mine are natural, but I've painted them, and boy, does it make a difference. They're so thick from the paint, the nail polish on them, that my fingers don't work the way they used to, believe it or not. This is going a little wonky. Not what I want it to do. Okay, so I'm looking at this. I'm not totally hating the wonkiness of this, but I do want to fix this little bit up here a little bit. This side's a lot more straight, but I think it's going to be okay because it can be along the edge of the card itself. You know, because the card is straight, so. And this wonkiness can be, you know, along the edge here. I might even put a twist on these cards. I don't think I'm loving the, I think we might end up putting some ink along the edge there. Oh, this one's going to be really wonky. The paper is not ripping the way it should. And I wonder if it's because I cut it on the wrong direction. I don't know if that makes a difference. I know with material it makes a difference. See, really wonky on one side and not wonky on the other. Wow, took way too much off on that one. We'll see how this is. It'll work. That's the nice thing about handmade cards, is they're all unique. If we can cut this, and if I don't like it, I'll just cut another one later. Not a big deal. Making some nice ASMR sounds this morning. There, third one's a charm. That's pretty much what it should look like. Right there. Excellent. Perfect. So now we're going to get rid of these. Like, I can't think of anything I could use these with. maybe the edge of a card, but we're just going to throw them out. If I want ripped paper, I will just rip some more. I want it to use it on something else. And now we can glue these together. I think that's what we'll do. Get them glued up, and then the next step is to cut the hole in the card. Because you can't see, and I can't show you in person because I've already given those away, but the writing on the front is actually, there's a hole in the front of the card, and the writing's actually on the inside of the card. So let's get this glued down. I really do like using the liquid glue for this kind of stuff, but I don't know, this morning I'm just not feeling it. Not feeling the liquid glue. Although I should, because it would help me move it around and line it up a bit better. It's crooked. No, we need to take more off the side. No, it was the one that was right. I think we are going to go with liquid glue, because this is coming up way too easily. I'm going to give this card to somebody, and then it's just going to fall apart on them, and that's no fun. No, I'm going to have a hard time with my glue, because I usually store it upside down, and I didn't. Yep. Oh, goodness. What a morning. Nothing is going smoothly this morning. Oh, yeah, the whole tip is all dried up. Always have a sewing needle on hand to be able to poke into the end. Sorry. When I talk, I get coffee. So I thought one time it would be a good idea to just leave the pin in there. Then it's not going to dry, right? But these aren't stainless steel pins, and it all rusted. All the glue rusted and down in. So then I had a huge mess on my hands. Then none of my glue was good. There we go. And we're just going to put a little bit. You don't want too much so it doesn't warp, but you want enough it's going to hold it down. This is really good glue too. And it's fairly inexpensive. I went to Michael's, which for those who don't know, anyone who's not, I think Michael's is pretty much Canada and US. But it's a craft store. I went there over the weekend to look for my daughter's birthday present because her birthday's coming up. And the glue that I buy, this glue here, I get this at the dollar store. It's not a huge bottle, but lasts me quite a long time. They had the bottles that were the same size. I pay $1.25 for these. And at Michael's, I think they were $3.50 or something. So it's nice to go to the dollar store. Nothing's a dollar, but still less than $4. Okay, let's glue this one down. Let's do a cupcake. Yeah. Perfect. Come on. Should have put it upside down while I was waiting. Oh, now we're not going to get any glue at all? Come on. Did it replug? Yep. That's the one thing too with this pin is, yeah, you unplug it, but the glue chunk is still in there. And so at one point, it just ends up finding its way back to the tip and blocks everything on you. very fine glue. There we go. And not loving this yellow one, but we're going to use it anyways. Oh, I really shouldn't. No, let's not use it. Let's just make 2 for now. And we've got these for another time because I don't like the way that yellow one looks. Okay, so the next step is to take out my cutting machine or my hand. Oh my goodness, that startled me. Welcome in. Thank you for the follow. Sitting here, sitting here all by myself. And then that sound came in and scared me. Welcome in, Miss G Crafties. How are you? Thank you so much for the follow. I was trying to make bulk cards this morning, but I'm in slow motion mode. And I've only got 2 strips made. We're discarding this one because it doesn't look very good. And so yeah, my bulk session has turned into 2 cards if I can finish it on time because I have to go to work. I started the stream about 30 minutes late and yeah, and things have just been going so slow this morning. So thank you so much. Welcome in. I was just on my way to the other room for 2 seconds to get my my cuddle bug. So I will be right back. So my crafting space is so tiny that kind of have to leave sometimes during the stream to go get some other things because I can't even leave it all set up. So here are my plates and my cuddle bug, and I've never used this on camera. So, oh, we've got some sparkly string happening here. Where did that come from? And how did that get in my box? It is just wrapped right into this thing. There. Oh, a little bit of glitter in my day this morning. There we go. That was odd. My plates are quite old. This was my grandmother's cuddle bug. And I got it when she passed away. And I've tried to buy new plates, but they don't make them anymore for this machine. And I've bought like generic ones, but they don't fit as well. So these are the ones that I've bought just online. They're just plain, but they're just a tad thinner and they don't sandwich as well. But then I was watching a YouTuber, and what they do to save their cutting plates is they get a really inexpensive healing mat. And this is super thin. Like, oh, I'm going to show you guys. It's super thin. And so with scissors, I just cut it down to the exact size of my mat. And I've used it a few times. Your sandwiches are a little bit different, but it's working quite well. I like it. And then you can save your cutting plates a little bit by putting this healing mat. And I've got 2 because I bought that one. And then I found this one, which was even thinner. So I've got 2 thicknesses of this self-healing mat, and they cut really, really nice. I've got the strip that I cut off here. I just marked it off, and like that's just cut with regular scissors. So that was nice. All right. And I never remember how to sandwich. I grab my cards and my dies. So I am going to make a template, actually, is what I'm going to do. It's going to be easier for next time. So what I've done a few times. Oh, these aren't the right cards. Oh, that one is. This one is not. It's not heavy stock. That's an old card stock that I had. Okay, so what I've done is I have, when I made my other cards, what I did is I decided where I wanted my die cut, and then I taped it to that, and then I used this as my template. So then I would line it up, and then every time I wanted to make another card, I just ran it through. So that's what we're going to do on this. So we're just going to take this, we're going to line it up approximately where we want it, right? So that we know we have enough room for this. And then we're going to get my die cuts, which are way over there. This table is a square table and I can't reach the other end of the table. Give me a second. I gotta reach. Lots of noise, lots of noise, lots of noise. Oh, and I'm only 5'2", so everything is so far from me. All right, so I've got here, my dies are on magnet sheets here, and then they're just in a little container here. So I know exactly which die I need. I should have taken it out before I started streaming, but I didn't realize it was that far across the table until I decided to reach. I really thought it would take me like 2 seconds to grab. Now, I am organized when it comes to this, but at the same time, I'm not. Here's the set I want. All right, so on that first card, I did this one right here, which is a nice size shape. I don't think I can go any bigger. I would like to go bigger so I can make a bigger sentiment. But with that side there, you can't go much bigger. And then my second card is actually this one here. So I think we're just going to stick with plain for now. Keep it simple. Because this one here required a little bit of lining up, and then I had to make an edge to put on top of the card. So we'll do that another time. So let's grab this one. And I'm going to get some tape ready, because we're going to tape that down and leave it on there. And then I'm actually going to stick, well, we're not going to leave it on there. Sorry. That was not what I meant. Because I want to put it away. All right. I feel like I've got like long nails for the first time. Really making a difference with this nail polish on them. Okay, so we're going to want that there. We're going to put this here. We want enough room on the edges. So we're going to do it about like that. Actually, we're going to move that in and a little up. So there. That's where we're going to put that. Come on. I don't have time for this now. I need to get ready for work. Alrighty. Now, as I said, this is going to kind of become a template. And I hope I've got that straight if it's going to be a template. I don't. Just going to shift it a little bit. There. All right, so we're going to sandwich. How about we put the handle on this side so I can turn. There we go. And I'm not sure what the sandwich is for this, because I usually use my metal plate too. It's really, really curling up. I've never like just learned my sandwiches off by heart, and I bought another cutting machine, which I was planning on using today, but it's still boxed up. Good morning, Burke. How are you? You are almost first, but you are first in my heart, next to Ship. How you doing this morning, Burke? We're having if things can go wonky, they will go wonky kind of morning. How are you? Okay, so this is gonna work. This sandwich is gonna work. Is it gonna work? That's not putting much pressure down. You're sleepy? Yeah, I'm sleepy too. I'm kind of like way out of it. I was just saying yesterday I was so unmotivated. I told Ship I sat and talked to my colleagues most of the day, which is not part of my job. I was supposed to be talking to kids. Okay, we got to make this a little thicker. So I think we're going to just put this in there. See if that'll thicken it up enough. Hopefully it doesn't thicken it up too much. And it did. Okay, this one. Sorry about the noise. Kids are annoying. Yeah, but you know what? I really enjoyed today. I've got all day I'm working one-on-one with them. And it's fun. Not one-on-one, small groups, which is really fun. 2 or 3 at a time and play games. So that's my job today. Yeah, that's not Supreme. It's taped down, so it probably isn't going to come out on its own. What is the lime green device? So this is called a cuddle bug. And just give me 1 sec to get this sorted out, and I will show you exactly what it does, because I'm actually just making a template right now for my card. But I want to keep this taped down because I want to cut out more. So it's a cuddle bug. It's manual cutting machine. So basically this metal piece that we've got here, the metal piece that we've got here is actually like it's a cutting die. So it's got like a sharp edge on it, not super sharp, but, and then when you put it through with the pressure, it cuts into the paper. So I've made this template. So now what I want to do, see, I want to cut a hole in my cards, in the front of my cards, to make that peekaboo hole that's in those cards on the, and we're not making sympathy cards again, Burke, just so you know. It's just I made those as sympathy cards a while back, and that's the style I wanted to use. So now what I'm going to do, because I know exactly, instead of trying to line this up and tape it down every time, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to line it up with, because this is exactly the same size as a card front. I'm just going to line it up on top, and then I know exactly where I want to put it. We're going to sandwich it in again. Just like so. In theory, this should be faster. Oh, what did I do? I touched my mouse. Cancel. I don't want to exit. I'm still here. Yep. Okay. In theory, this should be quicker, but, you know, Murphy's Law this morning is just not following Murphy's Law. I had big plans to make tons of cards, and went from 6 to 3 to 2, and now I think we're going to get 1 done. So, yeah, so it's got rollers inside here, which I can, right now it's suctioned down to my table, so I don't want to pick it up, but I can show you that. So it's got rollers in between. And we are going to, I think I'm going to put this mat, because let's try this. So normally this is a lot more simple than this, Burke. But I've had to replace some of these cutting plates, and they don't make this machine anymore. And so the cutting plates are generic type ones, and they don't have the same thickness. So it changes all the stuff you do, your sandwiches. Okay, that's too thick. The other way was too thin. Your sandwiches end up not being proper. And then plus I use this, so that changed it too. All right. So yeah, ask Ship. I'm no good at making sandwiches. That's why he makes all the food. And I think that moved. Pretty sure I taped down my last cards when I used the template. All right, let's see if we can get at least one card down. Nope. Okay, that didn't cut through. Probably because I used the mat. Oh, see, that just ended up, it didn't have enough pressure, so it just made an impression instead of cutting all the way through. So I could try to line that up, but it's not worth it. And that's not my thick card stock either. Why is everything against me this morning? Why? Hold on. See, when you derp in Minecraft, you can easily fix it or call for somebody to go get your stuff. When you derp in crafts, you got to go to the other room and get your stuff. 1 second. Oh, it's a good thing I have a bunch of these cut up ahead of time because... Okay, so in theory, this should be easy, right? Was the mat squishy at all? Yeah, it was squishy. That's the problem. I know I knew what the problem was. I just thought it was going to help. But yeah, this is more for embossing and for adding that squishiness, you know. Okay, we are going to try this now. I'm done fooling around with this. We're going to bring out the heavy guns. We're going to use metal plate. And then this. See, the thing is the original cutting plates that came with the machine are warped. Like, this machine is quite old. But I got a new one. It's just, I didn't have time to unbox it before this. And I've never used it, so I don't know how it works. Nope, too thick. Just please cooperate with me this morning. I have to go to work. Please, please, please. Where did that other plate go? There. Okay. And you know what? I was just telling somebody everything was working like really well with these new mats. Good morning, Setson. How are you? Everything worked really well with these green mats. It was a nice alternative. And now it's just, you know, laughing at me and doing everything wrong. Haha, Supreme, this doesn't work. Stop telling people it does. Stop it. This is why I am Doom in the craft room. Supreme Doom in the craft room. And people who have a machine like this are going to be like, no, don't do it like that. Yeah, they're right. There, I feel pressure and a lot of pressure. And this is the way it should be. Are you going to hear my metal thing go ping? Oh, it didn't. Yay. But see, now my metal plate is all curved. Cooking stream. I hear something about sandwiches. Oh, yeah. Under pressure. I am under pressure for sure. For sure. Okay, please. Let that have lined up. I just want one card. Just one. From 6 to 3 to 2 to 1. Blast off. Yay. It's too far to the side. But I don't care. I don't care. This is fine. This is fine. This is fine. Like, this is supposed to be relaxing. This is not supposed to be stressful and upsetting. And I feel stressed and upset. But now look, I have one of these that I can use on another card. You stamp something out and then you put it on. So that's nice. And then I've got another one right here, which is really, really, really nicely done. Look at that, the detailing. It's all pushed in. That's the way it's supposed to look. So that is a win. That's a definite win. This one, not so much. And I put the card the wrong way. Oh, goodness. That's okay. We can just press it down to fold the other way. But this card actually is meant to go like that. Okay, let's get this together. I got to go to work. I got to get myself together. We are going to tape this down, glue this down. Oh, and my glue is stuck again. Oh, guys, you have no idea the struggles I've been dealing with this morning. And they're all teeny tiny little things, and they happen to me all the time. But I was alone this morning, all by myself, talking to myself, and letting all of these little mistakes just soak into my brain until you guys got here. So I'm a little already on the verge of going crazy. So welcome to Supreme Crazy World. All aboard! Getting on the crazy train. I. If I was any good at replicating sounds, I would like totally do the intro. All right. Crazy train. There we go. Look at how cute that is. As soon as I take my hands off, you may see. There we go. I should do it like this, right? Rock out. There we go. Oh, that's so cute. And then we stamp in here. Now, see, the point of this was to make a bunch of these and not stamp right away, but have them ready for if I needed a birthday card or a thank you card or a celebration card. I could just take this ready-made card, stamp right here, which would be on the inside, and put a little bow or a little raffia or a little something something up here, and my card is done. That was the plan, to make a bunch of these. But in Supreme's craft room, things never go to plan. So I don't even have a finished card to put in my Twitter or my Discord. I really wish I had a border to put around here. I think we'll figure something out, but that'll have to wait for another day because I need to get ready for work. I need to leave in 30 minutes. And gotta make sure some kiddos are up. And all that fun stuff. I need to go do some adulting. I can post that machine is really cool. Yeah. I will unbox my new machine with you guys. So I haven't even taken it out of the box yet. I got it before report cards. Actually, I got it in the middle of report cards. And yeah, so in the middle of report card time, and I just didn't look at it because I knew if I took it out, I would want it. Yeah. So I did like open the box, like I cut the tape in and I just like peeked in because it had some other stuff in it, but I don't know how it works. It's exactly the same principe in French. Um, but I don't know. I haven't really looked at the plates. I haven't looked at, so yeah. So we will do a unboxing thing. So this weekend, though, on Saturday or Sunday, I'm not sure what day, in my Discord, I set this up. Oh, how about I type in my box here? So in my Discord, for anyone who might be here, who isn't, thank you, Setson, who isn't in my Discord, I'm going to type out what day I'm going to do or what time I'm going to do it on Saturday or Sunday. Really depends on how early I get moving and stuff. And I am going to make a t-shirt, maybe 2 t-shirts. I have never, ever, 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 ever made a t-shirt before, ever. And I'm going to do that for the very first time on stream. That is the equivalent of doing redstone for the first time on stream. So, yeah. Anyone who does redstone on stream is crazy. And anyone who does redstone for the first time is insane. So I am making t-shirts for the very first time. So you guys aren't going to want to miss that. And I've actually I've only used vinyl about 3 times. So even that is totally new. So you've done redstone on stream? Yeah, how did it go? Did you do redstone for the very first time on stream though? That's what I want to know. It was fine. Yes, fine. I see that Kappa face there. It's fine. Everything's fine. No worries. Yeah. Well, see, the thing is if I mess up these t-shirts, I have to go out and buy new t-shirts. If you mess up redstone, you just have to keep working at it. So, So this is my celebration card that isn't done, but it's going to go in my stash. And I might, I don't know. These are a little plain compared to what my style is specifically, but I think it's nice to have nice simple cards ready for any occasion. So that is my plan, is to get some more of these done up. They're supposed to be simple cards. They're not simple cards for me because everything goes wrong. But thank you so much for hanging out, guys. And I am going to see if I can find someone to raid. Not sure who might be around. Let us see. I had Twitch open earlier, but I'm using my old computer, which is a little bit slow. And I'm always afraid that it's going to crash on me. So who is here today? Oh, this is a new. What are these people doing? Like, I clicked on the stream. I'm still waiting for it to load. That's how slow my computer is right now. And we have to do an ad. Of course. I just want to take a look at what they're doing. Oh, I didn't set up Twitter, but what I do have is socials. So it brings to Linktree. Still loading the stream. Oh, yeah, Celery Man. Okay. She is writing out the entire book right now of Lord of the Rings, like by hand. And I saw her the other day. She's on chapter 2. She's writing it all out by hand. I don't know Lord of the Rings very well. But let's head over to her. Here we go. So let's see if this works. I set this up too. Oh, wrong page, wrong page. Sorry. Sorry. I want to mute this. I will get good at this at some point, I promise. So let's go to rate a channel. Yes, perfect. Okay. Celery Man, I just found this amazing stream page on Twitch, the dashboard thing. I didn't know about it before. So that is amazing. Start raid. And now I'll come back here. I got my Twitter set up unlike some people. Thank you for stopping in, guys. I love doing these morning streams, but at the same time too, I feel a little rushed because I have a deadline. So I think, I'm looking forward to a weekend stream where I can take my time and really enjoy it. This morning, I thought for sure I had it together and this would go really smoothly, but I guess I was trying to rush a little too much. But thank you so much for hanging out, guys. And yes, we will head over to Sillery Min. And yeah, so thank you. Have a good day, guys. Thanks for stopping in. And you guys have a great day too. And my pleasure to stream for you. Nice way to start the day. I enjoy starting my day like this. I really do. I just wish I had a little more time. So I'm going to head you guys over right now. See you later, guys. Bye.